So here we have Sunny, and for this week's update, I wanted to show Sunny working on his comfort command in a new environment. We are at a local playground that Sunny has never been to, so this was a really great time to work on desensitizing at the same time as working on his comfort command. This will be very similar to when Sunny comes home, as when Sunny goes home to you, everywhere you take him will be a new setting to him, and he'll have to work on desensitizing at the same time as performing his command. At this playground, there were other dogs running around that were Lewis Manor dogs, as well as the neighbors to the playground had dogs barking and making noise, as well as traffic, etc. So it was a really great distracting environment for Sunny to work on this. As you'll see throughout this clip, I do still help lure Sunny into the position to do the comfort command. And the reason for this is to make sure we're keeping it positive and he understands he's allowed to get into personal space, as well as jump up on these types of equipment, which are obviously the playset. But I want him to understand that when I say comfort, he can come up there and be close to me. I do still assist with having Sunny put his feet on me sometimes, but he's become very good with the fact of putting at least one paw on me, and then I will assist with the second paw. So I get his focus, I say Sunny this way and kind of lure him to where I want him to go, and then I say comfort and I pull him right in. I'm using praise throughout this as well as treats, and as I mentioned last week, doing a little bit of a rougher praise. This way he's more adept and comfortable with whatever may be thrown at him when it comes to different types of praise. So I'm pulling him in, I'm pulling a little bit on his ears, obviously not too rough, but just enough for Sunny to realize that this is still okay and helping keeping him comfortable while doing so. I'm still using that release word of okay when I am done with Sunny performing his task. So again, luring him up, sometimes with a treat, sometimes just using positive marker words. When he gets to the spot I want him at, tell him good boy, again, either following that up with a treat or praise. And then I say comfort, and sometimes I'm assisting and by putting his feet on me, or I'm pulling him in and praising that with a treat or positive marker words, as well as lots of praise. So there's different forms of pressure therapy, having him lean on me, having him put his feet on me, and again, just making sure he understands it's okay to come into my bubble and praising that heavily. And then following that up with the release word of okay when I'm done. It is okay to gently push Sunny away when I say okay. He is a big snuggler. So sometimes when I'll say okay, he doesn't necessarily jump to get off me, but we want him to understand boundaries. And that okay means he does have to be done performing his task. So giving a little bit of a push away or a little bit of a lure away, and then praising that release word when he does. So Sunny's doing really great with this. He's a big snuggler, so it doesn't surprise me that he loves this command. And he's also working on all of his other commands throughout the week. But I want to heavily focus on this and doing this in different environments. So we've done this at both of our Lewis Manor locations. He's been going to the school. When we're at the school, he's focused on playing with the kids and being adapted to those noises and those different types of praise. And then going to local parks like this, where we again worked on that comfort command. So he's doing really well with it. I'm introducing that everywhere we go, just about minus places where I want him just to focus on desensitizing and kind of just enjoying being a dog, like at the schools. Throughout this clip, you may notice that Sunny keeps looking off to one side or the other. As mentioned before, there are lots of distractions, but Sunny is still doing really great with those distractions, and it's okay to let him still focus a little bit what's going on around us. We don't want him to be startled or surprised if something kind of did come up. So letting him look at those things, and then I refocus with a treat. So if you notice him looking off to the side, it's either because another dog's running around, the barking, traffic, etc. I tell him, good boy, and then I refocus him. So it is important to let him still understand our surroundings while working on this command, but then being able to refocus that by using whether it's treats, praise, or positive marker words. and always assuring Sunny he's doing a good job. If Sunny does something I don't necessarily approve of, I will say that noise to let him know I don't appreciate that behavior. And then when he follows it up with something he is supposed to do, such as putting his feet up on me or listening to that release word of okay, I say, yes, good boy. That is his biggest thing with this command right now is one, understanding to put both feet on me instead of just one, as well as when I say okay, that it means he is done performing this task. So we will continue to work on that, strengthen it, and practice it. But he's doing really great with this, even in a public setting or a distracting setting such as the playground. He is such a good boy, and I have no doubt your family is going to love Sunny. He loves this job, and I have no doubt that when he comes home, he will perform it just as he's doing here, as long as you continue to practice it, just as we are here at Lewis Manor. Sunny is truly an amazing pup. He loves to work, loves to snuggle, and loves going anywhere with our training team as well as our other pups. He loves to play with the other puppies during his downtime, but again, when it's time to work, he is extremely focused, and I love that about him. So again, this was Sunny working on comfort at a local playground with some distractions and still working through them successfully and positively, always wanting to make sure we end on a good note. This way, Sunny will look forward to working next time, as we want his last memory to be a positive one. And this way, he will look forward to the next training session with me. Right now, we're just kind of snuggling. This is part of the comfort. And then giving him that, okay, I got up and I moved. Then we're going to end on a sit, his strongest command. And then here are just a few little clips of Sunny at one of our local schools, getting lots of praise with kids and other dogs. And as you see, he is a very calm soul, very gentle and easygoing, and the kids just absolutely love him. So again, this was Sunny's weekly update. I hope you enjoyed. And here's one more little clip of some belly rubs.